shadows lurking, whispers in the hall, stories of the past, spirits rise and fall, feel the cold around you as the fear creeps in. Welcome to the spectral place, where the haunted live. Here
Welcome to another edition of the Paranormal News Hour. I'm your co-host, Tom Spitaleri. I'm here with Bill, my other co-host. Bill, how you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, we got an exciting time. We're just finishing up, we're on the home stretch of a very busy year. 32 plus events in the last month. And then about 150 events for the year, give or take. And we're getting ready for Halloween, Bill. We love Halloween, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Favorite
Favorite time of year. Halloween, we're going to be live, not only on Facebook. We're going to be live from the James R. Ross Memorial Studios that are haunted. We're going to be live on HC Media and Haverhill Community Access TV. We're going to be live on Methuen Public Access TV. Sure. And we're also going to be live on Bill Ricker. And boy, do I got the best show ever planned for you guys. We're going to have paranormal people on. We're going to have a guy to come in and talk about Dudley Road in Bill Ricker. I can't wait for that one because we all know how haunted that may or may not be. Yeah. But that's all leading up to Halloween. Ooh. The studio's going to look much cooler. You want to come down and watch things, you're more than welcome to. We're going to have some fun on Halloween because that is the favorite time of year. Before we get started on today's show, we're going to do a little demonstration. Bill's going to do a little demonstration on technical stuff using what, Bill? Bill, we'll turn it over to you now. Your turn.
We're going to use bulbs to show. Like if you saw Poltergeist, the movie, you saw the lights flicker. You saw the television go on by itself, okay?
Oh, like it's doing here.
It could be a natural occurrence instead of something like a polka dice, trying to do it. So this demonstrates right here. This is electricity coming out of this ball here, and it gives a big field around it. So you can see it. You can see it from the bulbs when I put the bulbs in it. It lights up. Okay, now this is not plugged in, all right, it's just from the air. Okay, there's one, here's the other one, that lights up, okay, and this one's electricity saver, that lights up, as you can see, okay. And I got a couple of fluorescent bulbs here. Okay, here's one here. This is a white bulb. Okay, lights up. Take it away. Lights up. And then, I think this is the blue. Yeah, this is the blue one. Okay, see how cool that looks. This shows you can make stuff that runs on electricity. It doesn't have to be plugged in the wall, or it doesn't have to be an entity doing it. It could be something in the air. RF fields, high electromagnetic fields, magnetic fields will cause this to happen in the house. So you've got to eliminate that first before you say it's a poltergeist or some kind of ghost or whatever doing that in the house. So that's a good demonstration of it. Okay? Good. Now this thing you can touch and the electricity follows you all around. Okay. I don't know if they can see that on TV.
Yeah, you can see that.
Can see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You can see it very clearly.
You can see it?
Yeah, because we're having trouble with the in-studio TV. The ghost is shutting it off again. And people on Facebook can see that, no problem.
Oh, good.
So you can see the work. Bill wasn't with us on this case, but a former member did have one of those, and we did the house in Hampstead.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And there was movement around the old fireplace. This house was a colonial period home, so you have the old fireplace that they would cook in. Not really a fireplace. They're called hearths back then. Home is where the hearth is, because that's where you would cook. And they put this in the fireplace, and this thing was going ballistic in there. You'd see all the lines going back and forth.
Well, this has like two different gases in it, and it takes. It says it's for children, but it's not, because inside here is 9,000 volts, which can kill you.
Yes.
Up here, what happens is 120 volts comes from the wall, goes down to 12 volts DC, and then it goes up to 9,000 DC, which can kill you. You need that 9,000 volts in order to make the electricity in the gas glow.
Right.
That's why it glows, because electricity causing the gas to glow, the atoms in it, to glow inside of it, so you can see it. So you got 9,000 volts. So it's not a toy. They advertise it as a toy, but it's not. So.
Well, yeah, and we all know from it. So that had lit up very well. You could actually see it light up, and when the spirit was in front of it at that house, it was a very interesting night in that house. As you can see, it lights it up very well. And speaking of toys, I mean, this is a toy. If it got out of hand, it could zap you. I mean, they've come across with some other toys in the past too, called Ouija boards. You know, those are toys too. And you have to wonder what type of toys, how dangerous those toys are. I don't have far to go. I got 3 of them locked down, very heavily secured lockdown, from people who had played with them because they thought they were toys and found out that life isn't a toy.
What happens is they use the Ouija boards and they call an entity in.
Yes.
And it's usually demonic.
Yes.
They can't get rid of it after.
That is true.
So now it's haunting the house.
Yes.
And the kids don't know that.
No. And they use it as a toy. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite Ouija board stories was, so if you're familiar with Exeter, and one of our guests for Halloween, Tom D'Agostino, wrote this book of haunted New England sites, right? So the old colonial graveyard in Exeter is missing. They now know where it is. Know where it is, Bill?
The Exeter?
Exeter, New Hampshire.
Exeter, New
Yeah, it's in a trailer park. They built a trailer park over it. Oops.
Was it Indian burial ground?
No, old colonial settlement. So the early settlement, like the old Bradford burial ground.
Yeah.
That type of deal, okay? Or the Pentucket burial ground in Haverhill.
Pentucket,
Yeah, Lawrence doesn't have one that goes that far back, because Lawrence is an 1800 city, just right around the Civil War. Yeah. But this is early colonial history. And they put it in a trailer park. Oops. A lady I used to work with wanted to give her granddaughter, who was then in 7th grade, this was years ago, a Ouija board for Christmas. So for what? She goes, so she can, like we did when we were in school. I said, don't put we into it, because I never used one, because I knew they were dangerous. Maybe you. Yeah, just like you. We used the Ouija board to find out who our first dates were going to be. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go into a haunted trailer park that has known activity, and we're going to use a Ouija board. Yeah. How smart does that sound?
Yeah, great.
Great. Luckily, no one got hurt, and I convinced the grandmother not to buy the Ouija board. I want to thank Andrea Amato for coming in tonight, Kevin McLean, Karen Woodman. Thanks for tuning in. This is going to be a fun show. So that's some of the stuff that goes on. As you know, we're also a news show. So we got some breaking news tonight. First thing I want to break news is... I know what I want to break news on. Who's ever heard of the Lake Champlain? No, not Lake Champlain. No, this was Loch Ness. They had another major sighting of Loch Ness the other day on video. It's out there. It's pretty cool, and it looks real. I mean, I've been overlooking at that for a day now, and the picture shows very viably real. So if that comes over to you, let us know. That'll be real interesting. So there was another sighting The other thing I want to break news to, and we're going to have more information at our Halloween show, is that Essex County Ghost Project is now got an official arm
UFO.
of UFOs led by my good friend and very close friend, Bob McDermott. Bob's not with us tonight, but he will be with us on Halloween. And he's going to talk about the UFO group that has now formed.
And I have most of the equipment.
Yep, and you have all the equipment. Well, most of the equipment, Bill. You're right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start that. I've always dabbled in UFOs and cryptid zoology as the Essex County Ghost Project, but now we're gonna really dig deep into UFOs and see what's out there, because it's real interesting what you see out there. I'm trying to just locate. Oh, here it is. So it's interesting what's out there. And the reason why I dabbled in UFOs and cryptids is with all the years of experience, I now believe that UFOs, cryptids, and the paranormal all go hand in hand. There's too many.
They're all connected.
They're all connected.
Right.
Now, Bill, there's how many cases have we been on, or how many things have we seen where things go away and all of a sudden it's, what is it? All of a sudden there's a UFO sighting over the Bridgewater Triangle or the Ossipee Triangle in the same area where a month or a week before that a Bigfoot was sighted. Or there's 2 or 3 haunted houses in the neighborhood over that area. So to me, they really go hand in hand.
Yeah.
And you can't be a paranormal investigator and go, oh, they don't go hand in hand. No, there's too much evidence out there to prove.
Well, people have seen aliens in their room.
Right.
They materialize and they disappear
Right.
inside their room.
Exactly. And then in the same room, they got a spirit moving keys or shutting doors or moving toys around in the kids' room. So, yeah, that was spotted 3 days ago, and I served correctly. It was actually Champ that was spotted 3
That's
days
in
ago.
Canada?
No, that was at Lake Champlain.
Lake Champlain.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 days ago, there's a great picture. I thought it was, that's why I had to look it back up because we just get so much going on.
Yeah.
The brains are starting to go.
Shut down.
They're shutting down. But we're going to get through this. And so, yeah, Champ was seen 3 days ago by a video. They have a video camera that oversees Lake Champlain. So we know what's going on.
Where is it, on the internet?
On the internet. The picture's on the internet, yeah.
Just like the Loch Ness, they got a camera.
Correct.
You can see it on the computer.
Yes. And there's been a lot of sightings of Champ, especially since now they got a camera out there, which is good. And, you have areas like the Bridgewater Triangle, the Bennington Triangle, the Ossipee Triangle. You got places up in Ossipee Lake area. They find a cornucopia of 2,300 bodies back in the 60s. Right down the road, there's a Bigfoot sighting. And 10 minutes from the cornucopia and about 8 minutes from the Bigfoot sighting, there's a ghost horse at the corner of 16 and 28 that's periodically seen. So you cannot tell me that they don't go hand in hand. I mean, they just cannot. If anybody wants to chime in on Facebook, you can. Yeah. I'm on my personal page. If you're watching live, there's a few people on. You want to shoot me a question, you're more than welcome to. We'll try to answer
the reverse engineering of the saucers, like in Roswell, it wasn't down inside Area 51. It was close by near the mountains. There's S1, S2, S3, S4. Okay, S4 is where they reverse engineering. Bob Lazar said he worked inside S4. It's a mountain, and it's a fake door, and it opens up, and you can fly anything inside there. So they're reverse engineers on S4. Not Area 51 itself.
Interesting. I mean, it just keeps getting more and more interesting out there.
Yeah.
And as we know, this year was the big reveal year for UFOs by our federal government, which,
Well, they're not going to say too much.
They're not saying enough, actually.
Right.
I mean, I believe there's a lot more sightings than what they're saying. Let's put it
And
that way.
a lot of more evidence. I'm
Yeah.
not saying either.
So, I mean, that's just another way of looking at things right now. There was a recent UFO sighting, very recent, in the Havel area again. The other night after after the Hilldale event, I actually on Sunday got a call saying, "Hey, were you guys at Hilldale at this time?" I said, "No." Well, you missed something from one of the neighbors. Something weird flew over the cemetery and then disappeared into the night sky. I said, "Did you get a picture of it?" He goes, "No, I left my freaking phone inside. I just ran out to bring the
It
dog."
always happens.
He ran out to bring his dog out.
Yeah.
He lives in the neighborhood. He was just walked a little further down the
They're
road.
so startled that they forget the camera.
I don't even think if he had the camera, because you see these things so quickly, that he would even, because, I mean,
Yeah, he probably wouldn't even used it.
no, I
He
had
saw
it.
it and he's looking
Right,
at it.
by the time you
stunned,
reach down for your camera
it's gone.
and you go up here and you get it zoomed in,
Yeah.
it's gone.
It's gone.
I mean, you almost have to drive an area with cameras on your vehicle already turned on, and hopefully you catch something in the sky.
Right.
Or you go park somewhere with night vision cameras, and in an area that has a few sightings through the years, and you just park there, as the woman once said on one of my other shows, the Dunkin' Donuts Doritos thing with you, and just sit there and eat your drink Dunkin' Donuts, eat your Doritos, and just wait.
Hey, there's a guy in Arizona. He does 6 hours a night. He looks at the sky. What he saw, the government tries to deny that he saw it. He says, "Look, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I spent 6 hours looking at the sky." I know. If somebody says, I haven't seen anything, yeah, because you don't look at the sky. You're always looking at the ground. How can you see anything? You're not looking in the sky, right?
Right.
That's right.
And the other thing you have to wonder, through all of this, even if you're looking in the sky, you don't know what you're looking at sometimes. So you don't know if it's the space station, a planet, if you don't know your
Satellite.
a satellite,
Drone.
a drone, especially today. People are using drones. If you have a big enough drone, you're supposed to let the FCC know you're flying those things. Most people don't.
Right.
So you don't know if you got a drone.
Now, if you look at Bezos from Amazon, right, his rockets, and Elon Musk with their rockets, that's not going to get us to the stars. That'll get us to the planets around here, but not to the stars. We have to go faster than the speed of light in order to go to the stars.
Mm-hmm.
The nearest star is four light years away. So if you go into the speed of light, it takes you 4 years to get there, 4 years back.
Right.
So you want to go faster than the speed of light. You don't want to go spend time 4 years going there. Maybe a couple of days or whatever getting there.
Right.
So that's why they're working on the propulsion systems.
Right, because they want to get there quicker.
Quicker.
All right. So this just came over. This was actually a couple days ago, but it just came over my thing. Someone sent it to me. Thank God to one of the listeners or whoever's on watching live at home. We are live from the haunted James R. Ross Memorial Studios in downtown Pretty Lawrence. Zoo asked for help in identifying mysterious winged horned creatures spotted near park habitat. So, what's today's date? What's today's date, Bill? The
27th, isn't it?
Yeah. So back about a week ago, 5 days ago, October 22nd, there's a spotted near park habitat in England, a mysterious winged horned creature was spotted. Now, these mysterious winged horned creatures have been spotted all over the place, including, so this was in Wildlife. They posted it on Facebook because they needed help. The Bristol Zoo Project trail cameras recorded a mysterious winged horned creature lurking around the facility's animal habitats. Well, I mean, you get a mysterious winged horned creature, and you got the animals locked up. They're obviously looking for food,
Right.
So they're trying to figure out what this creature is, and they're not finding it at all. Now, what's been odd about this is, in 1978, Mysterious America, there's a large winged horned creature over, it was either the dog track that's now closed, or it was Ben Schaefer Stadium. I'm leading the dog track down there at, not Suffolk Downs, the other one in the Bridgewater Triangle. There was a winged creature flying over that. So these winged creatures have been spotted.
Well, pterodactyl you're talking about, or
Possibly of a pterodactyl-looking type of creature, yeah. And there was one spotted October 22nd in England. I mean, we really don't know what's out there. I mean, we've destroyed habitats as humans, and these things are all over the place. And are they native? They're not native anymore. But they shared this video, the picture of this thing, and it's really interesting what it could have been, or what if it ever turns out to be. If it was a pterodactyl or something along that lines, that's scary to think they're still around, because that'll just pick up a baby. Forget the little doggy. That'll pick up a baby. And these things, like I said, have been spotted in England before, and here in America at the Bridgewater Triangle. So I do find this stuff fascinating and interesting. Oh, Raphael, thanks for tuning in too tonight. Kara Woodman, thanks for tuning in tonight. We have people tuning in all over the world on Facebook. This has been a fun night so far.
How about Mothman? Right?
Mothman.
My take on Mothman is that they were down there, and they were experimenting on time travel and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And they brought that Mothman through a tunnel in space and time. They brought it in here, and it escaped. So then they had the men in black looking for it. They were down there telling everybody to be quiet about it. Don't say anything. And they were looking for it to bring it back to where it belongs.
Right.
What did it stay? 1 or 2 years, and then it disappeared.
Right.
Evidently, they must have caught it, the government, and sent it back to where it belongs. So,
yeah,
I mean,
no.
today they're still seeing the Mothman. They say, I don't know if it's true or not, but
Right.
they say they see it once in a while
Mm-hmm.
in certain cities.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't know if it's true because I'm not there. So
Right, we
I
haven't
can't say
seen
it is
it.
or it isn't.
Right, because we haven't seen it yet.
Right.
But with all the stuff we do, sooner or later.
I could pick it up in infrared
Right.
or a thermal image.
Right, we
Pick it
just
up.
got to get it and be there when they show up. And that's the hard part of
What
this
do they
field.
say? It's black and it's got red eyes.
Right,
So it stands around 7 feet.
right. And we don't even know, it could be it could be a lot of things. I mean, we have pudgewuckies out there. They've been seen as far as, I mean, I know you hear about them in the Bridgewater Triangle. Oh, exciting. You hear them up in Maine. But we actually had a case in Amesbury where there was a pudgewucky.
Pudgewudgies are, well, the Indians condemned the area, and they made the pudwudgie there to protect the land.
Correct.
Against settlers and stuff. That's why they put the pudwudgie there.
Exactly. I mean,
It's supposed to be a demonic entity
right.
protecting the land.
Correct. To scare
the-
people.
Since the settlers took the land away from them
Correct.
down there in Bridgewater.
Right.
So.
I mean, then there's some people that say, well, they might be elementals. They could be elementals. We don't know what they are until you actually get your hands on one. And no one's been able to do that. I know a friend of mine channeled one once down in Bridgewater. And that video's all over the internet, so you could check it out for yourself. That's always interesting. So that's something, to really get looking into. You don't know what's out there. We'll never know what's out there. What is this?
What do you got? Somebody wrote something?
Holy moly, Unsolved Mysteries sent us 130 reports sent to them by possible Chicago Mothman witnesses.
Mothman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all know about the Mothman theories and how that bridge collapsed. And actually, that anniversary's coming up real soon because it was right near Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Well, they have the Mothman Festival down there
Yeah.
in Virginia there.
Mm-hmm.
Plainsview, Virginia, I think it is.
Right.
Mothman Chronicles.
Yeah, no, the Mothman, very interesting, I must say. I'm not sure I want to meet that either.
A lot of witnesses.
Yeah.
It's not just one person saying it. Many people saw the Mothman, so it can't be something made up.
No.
Not everybody going to
no.
say, oh, I saw the Mothman. Yeah, right. Problem is, nobody took a picture of it, but they just ascribed it to an artist, and he drew it. That's all we have is an artist interpretation, but no film or anything.
Right. I mean, what I actually find interesting is if you think you saw something, right, and you didn't get a camera shot of it, I don't care if it's a ghost, Bigfoot, Mothman, UFO. Take out a piece of paper. You don't have to be, what's that famous artist?
Da Vinci?
You don't have to be, any of those famous artists. Just draw what you saw, even if it doesn't look good, and show people that do research in this field what you saw. So the next time something does come in, we can go, oh, look at this. Look at this.
Well, the problem is one person is at the right place at the right time.
Right.
And nobody else sees it after, so
No.
unfortunately.
No, and that's... So if you can at least draw it, you don't have to put your name to it, and then send it to a reputable organization. They'll put it on file because it's part of research. You don't come up with things like the Canosa Triangle, which I came up with in Haverhill, or the Sandown Triangle, or what Lauren Coleman did with the Bridgewater Triangle, the Pacific Ring of Fire, the Bennington Triangle. Those don't just come up because I'm sitting there going, or Lauren's sitting there going, oh, this is cool. We got a few things going on in this area. Let's expand it. It's been expanded because, and the triangle, because there's too many consistently things going on in there. Now, did you get them all written up? Probably not. Because there was just, Bridgewater, 35 communities. The other one, the Ossipee Triangle, you think starts in Ossipee and maybe goes up north a little bit. Wrong. Starts in America's Stonehenge, goes all the way to Jackson, comes back down to Rochester and back to Salem.
And how about the Huckamuck Swamp there?
Yeah.
Now, that's real thickly.
Yeah, that's 16,000 acres of land,
Yeah,
if I
so
remember off
of
my memory.
A lot of that place inside there hasn't been discovered.
No.
Not everybody goes all the way through it. They go a little ways in and they come back.
Yeah, because it's a lot of walking.
Yeah, so
Not
could be
everybody-
anything in those swamps.
Yeah. In fact, if you go out there, they're also warning you to watch out for exotic snakes and stuff that have been dropped there. They've seen a few.
How about quicksand? Any quicksand?
Quick
in there?
mud, it's
Quick
called
mud.
in New England. Yeah, you have to watch out for that, too. It's called quick mud.
Quick mud.
Yep. And remember, I know some towns have already had Halloween, but some towns have not. Be safe when you're out there trick-or-treating.
Yeah, this
Wear
week,
light
some towns will
clothes.
have it this week,
Yeah.
today,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow, and Wednesday.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
There's a few towns in Mass that wait until Friday and Saturday night after.
wow.
Yeah,
Really?
November 1st.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're out there and you want to go trick-or-treating, have fun. But the important thing is be safe.
Yeah. Make
And
you
be
have Make sure
respectable.
you have a light with you.
Yeah.
Have a light
And be respectable.
important. so people can see
If
it.
someone leaves a big bowl of candy, don't take the whole thing. Take one piece and leave it for the next. So, I mean, that's another important thing here. We always got to be respectable.
Be safe.
Be safe, right?
Yeah.
I was actually going to save this, but
What, for Thursday?
yeah, but I'm going to say it tonight too. If you're listening in online or you're from here in Lawrence and you're listening in, it's awesome. We appreciate all of that. The Hill House, that was a Hollywood movie, came out back in 18. It wasn't based out of Methuen. It was written by an English author. The publishing company was in Methuen, England. So people started getting on. There were newspaper articles and everything. Methuen gets a big role in the hot TV horror series. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't see the horror series. I'm very good at what I do, but I could go deal with a demon in your house, take care of it, and go to sleep. I go watch a horror movie, I want to be up for weeks. And here's a little interesting tidbit. So there's a few things. People have seen lights over Bloody Brook, which is a little brook. It dumps into Searles Pond off of Jackson Street. People have seen that, and it was through the years. It's written in a couple of Methuen Town history books. Also, too, January 20th, 1967, Ellen Kenny and Kimberly Lodge and Janice Schaefer. These are all names that are written in the Methuen history book. Actually saw off of Washington Street, which is in my neighborhood. That's off of 213. If you're driving 213, the loop's on the left if you're going towards New Hampshire, and on the right-hand side is Washington Street. If you're coming from Salem, it'll be the left would be Washington Street, and it's right across from the loop on the right-hand side. UFO was actually spotted on Washington Street in January. So that's very interesting. So, I mean, even right here, and there have been sightings all the way through the 90s about UFOs and cryptids, not so much. Methuen was hit with the cryptid craze in West Methuen in the late 70s. So, we also have a house that has poltergeist activity that's tied to Lawrence, the old Martin house. So, what happened in this date in October 1963, that was a great year for a lot of people, I think. What a very special time. Oh, wait a minute, we can't say that. So October 63, the old Martin tree farm on Howe Street in Methuen started having activity with water spouting out of the walls. The family left for the in-laws' house, and it followed them to Lawrence, but within a week. What's interesting about this story, it went from a 10 of paranormal down to nothing, and up until they tore the house down, there was no new paranormal activity reported. So, but that used to be in the paper every Halloween as a haunted place to go visit, which is pretty cool too. What are you doing there, Bill? Anything exciting?
Well, oh, no. Just following electricity, that's it.
All right, Bill's over there with the following the electricity. Zach, thanks for tuning in. Allison from Connecticut, thanks for tuning in.
Allison from Connecticut.
Yeah.
Is she a regular?
Yeah, she's been a regular lately. So thanks all for tuning in. If you guys have any questions for us, we'll be more than happy to answer them. In fact, someone drew one of these winged creatures, and if you go online, you can actually see the drawing of this winged creature.
Pterodactyl.
It almost looks like a pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Pointy nose, the headpiece,
The wings.
the webbed wings, and the pointed tail. So that would lead you to believe it could be a pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
which is interesting because we really don't know what's out there.
No.
And maybe one of these days we'll all find out what's out there.
Well, same in Africa.
Yeah.
A lot of places haven't been. Nobody's gone and investigated.
No.
So the jungle. Who knows what's in that jungle?
Right. Other than what's gonna kill, what could kill you anyhow.
And the tribes that live there, they say they've seen a prehistoric dinosaur in the water. They have a name for it. I forgot what they called it, but
Right.
they've seen it with their own eyes.
Well, that they have.
I mean, the same in Egypt when they painted those aliens. They look like
Yeah.
crocodiles, reptilians. They drew what they saw.
Right.
They didn't
Exactly.
just make it up.
No.
They saw the alien,
And they
looked
drew
like
it.
a reptilian,
Yep.
and that's what they drew on the walls.
And that's what's important, folks. When you see something, if you can't get a camera, even if you could sort of draw it, and somebody else will take that drawing and give you credit for it, but also look into other things that might be in that area,
Right.
that could have caused that. So,
No questions, huh? Nobody has any questions.
no, not tonight.
Not tonight. Okay.
I wonder if anybody at home actually ever saw a Bigfoot or a Birdman or a UFO. If you did,
Yeah,
let
if
me
they've
know.
been in the woods, maybe, or something. But if they stay in the city, no.
No, it won't if they stay in the city.
You're up in New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, way up in the sticks.
Wow, we're having all sorts of problems here tonight.
Well, with the computer?
Yeah, this studio's really active tonight. Yeah, it's shutting everything down. The TVs, the computers. But it is interesting what goes on out there. None of us have all the answers. None of us. So, Bill, what else we got to add for tonight? Anything exciting? Because we still got a little ways.
Well,
to go.
they had the in Salem, Mass. They had that big thing with Father Bob Bailey.
Oh yeah, how'd that go? Did we hear anything?
No, it was really good.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, and he was on the. I listened to him on the internet because they had a thing on it.
Yeah.
Him and James Anito.
James and Ito, yeah, they're working together.
Yeah.
We got to get them both on this show.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
I think that would be pretty cool because both those people are huge.
Yeah.
And boy, do they know
Maybe
this.
James
so.
can drive him here.
Right.
He can come here if James goes.
Yeah, and then he can make it.
Yeah. Which one? One in Havel or here?
I don't know yet. Maybe both. We'll do a dual show or something.
Okay.
But that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's interesting.
Well, I figure Thursday night, you're not going to find no parking space at all in Salem.
No, not
Forget
at
it.
all. So that's what you need
Take
to
the
do.
train in or
Yeah.
whatever.
Or stay at home and tune in and watch the Essex County Ghost Project Halloween special. Because, boy, do we got a show lined up for you. I want to put this out to my listeners. Has anyone ever heard of an orogena? Orgena. If you have, please private message me. It's dealing with New England sea creatures, so just private message me, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you. Thank you very much in advance. That's really appreciative. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited in general about all the stuff going on this year for Halloween and all the events and stuff. But if you want to go say hi to a witch, you don't have far to go.
What's that, Witch Barney?
No, well, you can go to Witch Barney and Lowell, or you could go to Witch Hollow Farm in Boxford. Drive by there. Mm-hmm. That's the Salem Witch Ghost of. It's up on Witch Hollow Road or Witch Hollow Farm on Ipswich Road in Boxford.
Now, does people live in that house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the address is in many a book. See, that's what I'm looking at right here. Mm-hmm. So the house has been known to be haunted in place for many generations. The chief ghost is believed to be Mary Tyler, who was condemned as a witch of Salem in 1693 and had lived in the house as a young woman.
Mm-hmm. How about the... And how about that witch in Salem? New Hampshire. Up in, what was the name? Goody?
Oh, Goody Cole, yes,
Goody
up in
Cole.
Hampton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one of those interesting sites. Yes, check that out. That's up in Hampton near the Hampton Historical Society. That's a fun place to go visit. That really is a fun place. So, yeah, check out Witch Hollow Farm. That's always a fun place to go.
Goody Cole.
Yes, Goody Cole. So, you want to go out there and look at that, you're more than welcome to. It's a fun trip. Get to see, a historical piece of property, which is pretty cool. In my opinion, at least. It's fun to see history, especially history in the making. So, check that out. And as far as anything else is concerned, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to Essex County Ghost Project. We actually have a turnaround time of less than 24 hours to get in there and at least diagnose the situation. So that means if you called me tonight within a day, I would be at your house diagnosing the situation and get the team ready to come out and do the investigation. Because what's important is making sure you guys feel comfortable at home. And this is a non-charge. We don't charge at all. Just to give everybody the quick heads up. And of course, I'm having issues. Why wouldn't I be?
Okay.
So that's another thing to check out. Yes, Halloween is speeding to a quick end here.
Yeah,
but
2024.
There'll be more coming. More Halloween events coming. Oh, someone picked up something on the camera that flew by you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What does it say?
I don't know. Allison, can you send that to me, please, what you saw? That was interesting. That's exciting, too, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very exciting year coming up, and I can't wait till next year. Next year will be another banner year coming up with a lot of great things, the new UFO group and everything like that. So I'm excited about that. I'm very excited about that. If you live in a haunted house, let us know. We'll be more than happy to come down and try to help you out. Because not all houses are haunted and not all houses are demonic. But all
Right.
houses might have some activity.
And some people would like to find out, but they don't want to do anything in the house,
Right.
just to see if is it real or not.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to know.
Correct. And if you ever get a chance, go up to Bucksport, Maine. You ever been up there, Bill?
No.
No. Bucksport, Maine is way up. Now, why would I send you all the way up to Bucksport, Maine? Well, Jonathan Buck, who was actually born in Haverhill, Massachusetts in the 1600s, Bucksport was named after them. He actually convicted a lady of witchcraft, and then she hung him and demanded the curse to be, put a curse on Jonathan Buck. So when he died, the only thing you could see on his gravestone is her leg. And they can't remove the carving from it at all. I've got pictures of that. It's pretty cool. So it's a lady with a long boot on in the picture. So that's something to look at and be interesting with.
Oh, very good.
I mean, check that out. I mean, that would be cool to check out. Hey, Debbie, thanks for checking in tonight.
Yeah.
We're located tonight at the James R. Ross Memorial Studios in haunted downtown Lawrence, Massachusetts. And we're talking about spooky places, Halloween, candy, and whatever you want to talk about, we're here to talk about. Have a little fun tonight, and we'll keep moving forward. Yeah, so there's been so again, to repeat, there's been plenty of UFO sightings over this valley. If you ever see one, please reach out to us. You have an issue with paranormal, please reach out to us, and we'll help you out the best we can. I mean, you have a lot of stuff going on over here in New England. I mean, you have America's Stonehenge. That place is loaded with spirits. That dates back to the early over 1,400 years ago.
Yeah.
So that
I've been in
dates
there
back
twice.
and predates that back. Did you catch anything in there?
No, I didn't.
No.
It was during the day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Night?
Oh, but you know what? We did go during the day and find something real interesting. The Danville Beehive. Remember that? We went to Danville, did the Beehive.
Yeah, we did the beehive.
Yeah. So let's talk about that for a few minutes. We'll leave the air with that tonight. So the Danville Beehive is located on public property, so it's open to anybody.
Gonna investigate.
Dawn to dusk. Oh, someone's seeing freaky hands somewhere.
Freaky hand.
Yeah.
What, my hand? My hand is here.
Wait a minute. Okay, what's with all the freaky hands? Hi. How you doing today? We're doing well, thank you. This is actually Ghost Encounters Global. They're following us on Facebook. I saw the stuff from the morning. It's all right, but no more, huh? Okay. Yeah, no, everything is fine right now. We did have some TV trouble here. The globe keeps going off because he's actually working the globe. But back to the beehive.
Back to the beehive.
That day we were there, we picked up some metals in the soil.
It's magnetite, and when you find magnetite around something, it gives a lot of energy to the whatever it is that you're investigating.
We're having trouble with the internet again. It's the ghost. I'll get back to this guy later.
Okay.
So we have a lot of magnetite running around there.
Up on top of it.
Up on top of it,
Side of it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in that place. My instruments picked it up.
Yeah, I mean, we had the RF meter up there, spiked good.
Yeah, my eddy current.
Yeah, eddy current.
I figured there must have, because I know there was a swirl of energy inside there, and my eddy current meter picked it up. When you went inside, it started lighting up. So when it swirls around like that, energy or entity or anything that moves, the meter will pick it up. So we know the swirl of energy that's in there.
Right.
That's swirling around.
Well, I can't get anything tonight. Boy, that thing's... So we had that going on there.
Oh, yeah, there's water, too.
Yes.
Water coming out of the wall in the back there. So there's a flow of water coming out, too.
Yeah, it's a real
The place
interesting...
is very, very interesting. If you got the instruments to check it out, you know.
Go check it out.
We have to go back there with my metal detector and check to see if we can find any artifacts in the ground. Maybe we'll do that in April or May or something.
Right.
Check it out. Might find something.
I bet we're
I
going
don't
to
think
find a lot
anybody's
of
been in
things.
there with a metal detector.
Probably not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that might be interesting to go check that out, too. Boy, is all the technology not working tonight.
Doesn't always work
No.
the way you want it to work.
No, it doesn't.
You want to talk a little about Slater Mills?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. Talk about Slater Mills. It's closed now, but we've been there, once or twice
Yeah, once.
with the Johnson brothers?
Yes. And the time we went, we caught some great stuff. We still have the video from it.
Yeah. Carl Johnson's the one who gave tours.
Yes, he did. No, everything's going well tonight. Everything is just off, Lynn. Tonight, all the technology is off. The show's been off. But, you know, it is what it is, and we usually do very well. So we're doing well tonight. We're going to be live, Lynn, coming up real soon. Halloween. We'll be live at HC Media, MCTV, and Billerica Public Access TV.
This is the first time that's happening.
It's the first time.
Right.
Yeah, we're making history again.
Mm-hmm.
We do a good
never
job
been
at
done
making
before.
history, don't we? We do the best we can.
Yeah, I never been to the Methuen
Yeah, no.
Access TV. You have to go there.
Yeah,
Check it out.
I'll take you in there and check that out. I mean, no
Yeah.
big deal. But we're having all sorts of fun tonight with weird things happening in the studio with the cameras, the TV blitzing. People are trying to send me messages about haunted locations, and I'm getting zapped on this.
You want us to check it out?
Yeah, no, just haunted locations to talk about, but I can't even get anything moving here. Let's talk about my friend,
Oh,
the Dover Demon.
Dover Demon.
Yeah, the Dover
Was it Dover,
Demon.
New Hampshire?
No, that's Dover, Massachusetts.
Oh, Dover, man.
Located in the haunted Bridgewater Triangle.
Oh, okay.
And here's the funny thing. So back April 21st, 1977, 17-year-old Bill Bartlett was driving with his friends, and this illuminated bizarre figure bounced out.
Okay.
Now, of course, this was late at night. Terrified, Bartlett spread away, not before getting into the clear view of a creature perched on the wall, stones by the road.
Okay.
He witnessed this creature, got scared, went home late.
He was alone.
He was with a few friends.
Did they see it too?
Yeah.
They
A
claimed
witness standing on the wall. Witnesses said this creature was standing on the wall, and it was not a dog or a cat. It was something else.
to see it. Okay.
So
3 witnesses.
3 witnesses.
Better than one.
Better than one, yep. And they drew this thing.
Oh, they drew it.
Yeah,
That's how it looks?
yeah.
Looks like an alien.
Long, pointy
Yeah.
fingers, awkward head,
Looks like one of the
real
grays.
skinny neck,
Yeah, grays.
and looks like a claws for feet. And the
like
eyes
a-
glow faintly.
Alien gray. 3 feet.
I got to get back out there. There's some stuff we got to do down there.
Yeah.
But again, that was in '77. I found out recently, back I believe it was 17 or 18, 2017 or 18, someone actually saw the Dover Demon again in that location.
Okay.
There was an article in the newspaper
No
about it.
pictures.
No pictures on this one. Some people believe it's a hoax because the kids were out late partying and didn't want to get in trouble. That's one of the theories. But I actually believe those kids. I've seen interviews of those kids and everything.
As you were talking about the elementals, now they can make you see what you want, what they think you want to see. If you want to see leprechauns, you will see a leprechaun. If you want to see a fairy, you will see a fairy in your
Right.
mind. So all that stuff that people talk about, they really saw
Mm-hmm.
in their mind.
Correct. And that's what's interesting about this thing. But it was seen again around 2018. I found an article about it and went, wow.
Yeah.
I talked to a gentleman down there that said he owns the property that the Dover Demon is on,
Yeah.
and it was on.
Nobody set cameras down there.
Right. But if I want to go down there and investigate it, he'll allow us on the. He would allow Essex
On the
County.
property.
On the property. So that'll be a fun thing.
That would be a fun day.
Yeah. And try to locate the location of the Dover Demon. Hey, Travis, thanks for tuning in. Debbie will be doing more on-site shoots next year on the Tom Live. Tom Live will be coming back more next year. But we're just going to get through the rest of this year and see where it takes us. So, again, this week we'll be dropping the new podcast show, our 34th episode. We got a great guy coming on Thursday night, the last day of the month. Ooh, Halloween. Ooh.
Spooks will be out.
Spooks will be out. Essex County will be out, and we'll be broadcasting live. And then after that, we're going to take a siesta of sorts. The monthly show here at LCAT will still be on. The monthly show that you guys see through HC Media will still be doing it. And the weekly podcast will be moved to Monday nights. But
here,
yeah,
Monday
the
night.
Monday night, the Paranormal Zone will be moved to Monday nights. And then the Essex County Ghost Project is heavily involved in the Buttonwoods Festival of Trees. I run that event. So we're going to have a tree and probably a wreath up there for the Paranormal Zone, the Ghost Show, and a few other things. So that's coming up. And then we get into Thanksgiving and Christmas. Thanksgiving. Make sure you get to a turkey drop. That's where they drop live turkeys out of a helicopter. Oh, wait. That can't happen. Wait a minute. I think I saw that somewhere. Oh, I know where I saw that. On TV.
Yeah.
One of the most
Drop
famous
the
shows.
turkeys to the
Drop the turkeys to the people. So check that out if you want. And before I sign off tonight, I almost forgot. You know what else is going on Halloween night?
What?
So all you youngsters sitting at home that never heard the original version of War of the Worlds, WHAV.net. will be running the original War of the Worlds. And if you
Radio
don't,
broadcast.
Yes.
1939.
1939 radio broadcast, and it made it interesting out there. Really did.
Some people that tuned in late thought it was real.
Yeah, and it caused havoc.
Yeah,
So it
panic
changed.
everywhere.
Everybody
Everybody panicked.
Everybody panicked. I couldn't believe it.
Mars invasion from Mars.
Yes. You know what I can't believe either, Bill?
What's that?
We've come to an end of another show.
okay.
I want to thank you.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody at home listening in. I'm heading back to my crypt to sleep.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. We'll see you in the paranormal. Bye-bye.
In shadows lurking, whispers in the hall, stories of the past, spirits rise and fall. Feel the cold around you as the fear creeps in. Welcome to the spectral place, where the haunted live.